Hello, and thank you for joining me on your mat today. My name is Melissa, and this is yoga. Please listen to your body. Take some challenges where you need to take challenges, and back off when you need to back off. Go ahead and cue up your favorite music and practice along with me. As we begin today, we're going to take a child's pose. So go ahead and find your favorite version of child's pose, whether those knees are together or slightly apart, letting your belly descend closer to the mat. You can stack those fists and let the forehead rest there, just bringing that ground a little bit closer. And for sure, go ahead and start to notice that natural breath. The way your breath moves the body. Silently setting aside those worries, those to-dos, those expectations, and allowing yourself to fully come into this present moment, this time on your mat, where you can move and breathe. Maybe start to massage that forehead, moving it from side to side, whether it's on your mat or stacked up on your fists. As you're ready, begin to gradually deepen your breath. And building that inhale and building that exhale. Fully inflating and slowly emptying. When you're ready, start to join me with that ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. And we're going to try and keep this rhythm of this breath throughout our practice. As you're ready, come up to table. Drop the belly, lift the eyes towards the ceiling. Exhale to cat, rounding that back. Find your own rhythm here, breathing in and breathing out. When you're ready, plant those palms onto the mat. And spread those fingers apart so you can see the color of the mat. And then we're going to gently just take that right hip out to the side and draw that right shoulder back to meet it. Maybe even look over that right shoulder, making just a slight C-shaped curve with the spine. Breathe into that opening you're creating on the left side. In and out. Make your way back to center. And then exhale to the other side. Breathing in and breathing out. As you're ready, come on back through center. Curl those toes under. And let's take our first downward facing dog. Lift that heart toward the thighs. Let those ears come alongside the biceps, and then just nice and easy start to pedal out those feet, lengthening one heel and bending that other knee. Breathing in and breathing out. Now find that down dog and settle. Breathe heart back, feeling that opening in the back of the legs along the spine as well. And nice and easy, let's take that head yes, and then no. And then lift those heels, lower those knees, coming back to your table pose. Big breath in, long, slow breath out. When you're ready, stretch that right leg out behind you, flex that foot, and then add that left arm if you choose. Focus that gaze somewhere right down in front on your mat, breathing in and breathing out. Taking care not to lock the joints, but putting a nice little bend in the elbow, breathing in, breathing out. Exhale, lower that left hand, lower that right knee, and then stretch that left leg long. You can stay here, or you can add that right arm. Breathing in, breathing out. Lower that right hand, lower that left knee, curl those toes under, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. As you're ready, walk those hands and feet into a high plank pose. You can always take the support of the knees to the mat. Just notice your strength here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that left leg, and then exhale, step that left leg between the left foot, between the hands. Breathe into this little lunge here. And then drop that back knee, unfurl the toes, and come on up, sweeping those arms up, pressing that pelvis towards the top of your mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Exhale, float those hands to your heart center, and then plant them on either side of that foot. Curl that back toe under. Come back to that little lunge. Maybe come up onto those finger pads. Breathing and lengthening that spine. Exhale, lower that back knee, unfurl the toes. Walk those hands back and just peel up that front foot. Take a big breath in and then exhale, fold forward. Keep that flex in that left foot as you breathe in to the back of that left leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you're ready, come back through to that little lunge. Curl the toes under and then raise that left arm up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Exhale, lower that left hand and step that left foot all the way back to your high plank pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet. And then for a moment, just get to the bottom of 3 more exhales here. Notice maybe the difference between the sides of the body. When you're ready, lift that right leg to the ceiling and then exhale, step it forward. Find that lunge. And then slowly lower that left knee, unfurl the toes, sweep those arms up and over the head, pressing that pelvis forward, just feeling that big opening in that left hip flexor. Breathing in Breathing out. Exhale, float those hands down, curl those toes under, take that lunge. Maybe coming up onto the finger pads, lengthening the back of the neck, lengthening the whole spine. Exhale, lower that left knee, unfurl those toes, then move those hips back. Start to peel up that right foot, and then with a nice long spine, let's fold over that right leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Go ahead and walk those hands forward, curl those toes under, and then when you're ready, raise that right arm. Breathing in, breathing out. Exhale, lower that right hand and then step back to your downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet. And then nice and easy, go ahead and find that down dog. Lift those heels, lower those knees, come back to your table. And then scooch those knees together, sink those hips, and fold into your child's pose. Breathe into that back body. In and out, slow and steady. Nice and easy, we're going to climb up to our table pose. And we're going to plant that right hand as we sweep that left arm to the ceiling. Lengthen that left arm. Exhale, float it through, thread the needle. Reach that right arm to the ceiling, or simply leave it on the mat, or maybe even wrap it around the back. Breathing in, breathing out. Exhale, lower that right hand down. Come on back through table pose. Take a big breath in and a long, slow breath out. As you inhale, reach that right arm to the ceiling. And then on an exhale, sweep it through. Thread the needle on this side. As you're ready, maybe lengthen that left arm to the ceiling or wrap it around the back. Breathing in, breathing out. As you're ready, unwind, come on back to table, curl those toes under, send those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Lift those heels, and then start to walk those hands and feet towards the center of your mat. Take a forward fold here. Take hold of opposite elbows. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend those knees a little or a lot and just feel how that changes the pose. Go ahead and take those hands to the shins and lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Tuck that chin. Take hold of those opposite elbows again. Take those hands and bring them up to the thighs. Bend those knees and roll up. Coming up to stand, we'll take our mountain pose, lengthening those arms, the side body. Breathing in and breathing out. Go ahead and step those feet just a little closer together, maybe just hip distance. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, catch that right wrist and draw it over to the left. Breathe your breath. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, catch that left wrist and draw it to the other side. Come on back through center. Reach those hands up. And exhale, float them down to the side body. So we'll bring those hands to the heart and we'll get a little balance in here. So pick up that left foot, and for sure you can go to the wall or grab onto a chair. We're going to root down that left foot and bring that right foot somewhere along the left. Maybe today it's just that heel up against that ankle. Maybe it's at the calf or maybe the inner thigh. Anywhere but that knee joint. Find something to lock that gaze on. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep those hands at the heart or sweep them up and over your head. As we balance in our tree pose, we move and we shift to just keep that balance. Something we do daily in our lives. Move and shift to keep our balance. Exhale those hands to the heart center. Step that right foot to meet the left. Pedal out those feet. As you're ready, come rock back onto those heels, peeling up those toes. And then root the balls of the feet down and start to lift those heels. Exhale, lower those heels. And then nice and easy, we're going to root down that right foot. Find that space for that left foot to come up against the right. Maybe at that calf mound or the ankle or maybe that inner thigh. Whatever this tree pose looks like to you, take a moment to notice and breathe. Exhale those hands to the heart center and that left foot to meet the right. And then let's sink into our chair pose, sweeping those arms up and sinking a little, bending those knees just a little bit or making a really big bend. Exhale, float those hands to the heart and then take a little prayer twist to the right. Breathing in, breathing out. Come on back through center, sweep those arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Breathing in and breathing out. Come on back through center, sweep those arms up, and then press into those feet, rise all the way up. Little mini back bend, and then exhale, swan dive forward. Lead with your heart. And take a little halfway lengthen, and then fold. Step back to that high plank pose once more. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to take a supported side plank here. So lower that left foot, left knee rather, extend that right leg, sweep that right arm to the ceiling. Breathing in and breathing out. You can choose to float that right foot if you like. And then slowly lower that right foot. Come back to your center plank. Remember, you can always support yourself with those knees. Exhale, lower that right knee. Spin that left foot down and raise that left arm. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe lift that left leg, flexing that foot, pressing that heel away. Lower that left foot, come back to that center plank. And then nice and easy, we're going to bend those elbows and lower down to the mat. Take those feet wide and let the hands stack on top of one another. Rest the forehead here. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice and easy. Bring those tops of the feet to the mat and go ahead and lengthen those arms. We're going to spin the face down towards the mat. Inhale that right arm and that left leg. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, other side. Exhale, lower down. Keep making your way from side to side, letting this movement originate in the core. And once you complete both sides, bend those elbows, stack those hands, rest the forehead there. As you're ready, bend those knees and just windshield wiper the feet. Slowly lower the feet. And then take a moment to just notice your breath. When you're ready, go ahead and turn over onto your back body. We'll bend those knees. And we'll take those feet hip distance apart. Breathing in and breathing out. Go ahead and pick up that right foot, cross that right ankle over that left thigh, flex that right foot, and then gently start to press that right thigh away from you. Breathing in, breathing out. If you like, you can thread those hands through and clasp behind that left thigh and use that right elbow to press that right thigh away. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice long neck. Go ahead and release, uncross, and take those knees from side to side. When you're ready, planting those feet hip distance apart, we're going to pick up that left ankle and cross it over that right leg. Go ahead and start to press that left thigh away. You can stay right here. You can thread those hands through, flexing both feet to feel a little more. Nice long neck, relaxed muscles in the face. Go ahead and uncross, release. Let those arms come alongside the body. Draw those knees into the chest. Peel that forehead up and breathe. Exhale and release. Take those hands over the head. Let the soles of the feet come together. Let those knees butterfly open. Take that head from side to side. Notice your breath. the side. Take that right arm long. Stretch that left leg long. And then that right leg. Feel those natural curves come back into your spine. And go ahead and release that control of your breath. Come back to its normal rhythm. And for the next several moments, I'm going to ask that you please rest. Just letting that back body melt into the mat. Just letting the body and the brain be quiet. When our savasana is complete, I will chime the chimes. For now, rest. Savasana. As you're ready, begin to bring some movement back into your body. Wiggle fingers and toes, and take your head from side to side. When you're ready, gather those knees in towards the chest and just roll over onto your favorite side. Soften there. Begin to notice the effects of your practice, of this moving and breathing on your mat. And before we close our class, I'd like to share with you a saying that I have framed in my den. And it is entitled Attitude by Charles Swindoll. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on my life. Attitude, to me, is more important than facts. It is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company, a church, a home. The remarkable thing, we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day. We cannot change the fact that people will act a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that 10% of what happens to me and 90% is how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes. Bring those hands to your heart center. Take a big breath in and a long, slow breath out. It is an honor and a privilege to share yoga with you. Thank you so very much for practicing with me. Namaste. Thank you.